So I've not done an updated video in a little while, so I thought I would do one real quick whilst I am in between editing, planning, and filming some other YouTube videos. For quite a while, I've been feeling like filmmaking, photography, YouTube has really changed. Obviously, times change and things progress, algorithms are introduced and blah, blah, blah. Content changes, content interest changes, things evolve, right? That's normal, that's not a bad thing, and that's not what I'm saying. But what I had a conversation with Google Gemini is that back when I was watching Peter McKinnon, when he really popped off back in 2016, and I was probably I was in uni basically. Every video, every upload from him, Casey Neistat, Peter Lindgren was on the rise, and he would make videos with other people as well, like Chris Howe as well and everything. And every video felt amazing, grand, like something kind of groundbreaking. Even the videos where it was him just, I don't know, something very simple, like a little update, or him talking about one photo or something. And of course, we're all familiar with the coffee B-roll videos. And obviously those are, they've been done to bits by everybody now. Everybody has done a slow motion making a coffee B-roll video. Even I have. I was trying to figure out, when I'm looking at my YouTube homepage, when I'm watching YouTube, why is it I'm looking at stuff and I'm just not interested in watching it? And that sounds harsh, because I follow creators I do like, and I follow creators whose content I do want to watch and do still watch, but there's a lot of it that I don't, or I'm not excited to watch. I kind of make myself watch it because I feel like I should support the creator, because that's the other thing, is I do want to support creators. Talking to Google Gemini about it, feel free to call me a loser, because instead of talking to a person about it. My friends are in other countries, they're busy or asleep, so when this thought struck, I was like, well, let's talk to an AI. But basically, it actually was quite insightful. There's a couple of things with being a creator that get ruined when it comes to content creation. And the first thing is that, when you're watching something, even with films, right? When you get into filmmaking, when you're watching a film, it's amazing. You're like, wow, how did they do that? Magic, right? But then when you get into it and you're using the tools yourself and you know how it's done, you just see it in your head as, oh, they used a jib and then a gimbal and then a steady cam, and they used a car mounted camera with two, whatevers. You know how it all works. So that magic of the film, the magic of content creating is gone. And that was part of it. And then the other part of it was kind of what I said at the beginning of this video, is that things change, people outgrow what was popular at the time, and that's not a bad thing. If anything, it just means there's new stuff to try, and or if anything, you can bring something back as a throwback or something, I don't know. But I just found it really interesting, because as a filmmaking content creator, I love fiddling with cameras myself, and small rig, I'm gonna go over this rig in another video, but small rig sent me gear to make a video with, which is huge for me, because in my professional career, I was using small rig products. I was using the Blackmagic Pocket Cinema Camera 4K, and I bought a small rig cage for that camera before I even bought the camera. I knew I was buying it, so I ordered the small rig cage on Amazon because I knew it would come faster. And I think for all accessories for my cameras over the years, they've always been small rig. So to have small rig send me something has been honestly kind of a full circle moment, and a really big deal for me. You may have seen something about it on my Instagram, which if you don't follow me, you may as well follow me. It's the first link in the description right below that like button, which you may as well headbutt while you're down there. That was kind of a big thing for me today. They're not paying me, flat out, they're not paying me. They've given me some stuff. They gave me the Tribex Tripod SE, just to my left. And the craziest thing to me was that they reached out to me. I know this is a bit of a tangent to what we were talking about before, but I guess as an update video, as well as a YouTube filmmaking YouTube and photography YouTube has changed video. To have a brand that you've worked with or used professionally for years reach out to you for content, I don't know. I guess I'm doing something right. I don't think it's a bad thing that content and stuff changes. I guess what is a shame about it is like, I think it makes you feel a bit lost, because that's kind of how I'm feeling about it. Obviously everyone knows about like having a creative block and whatever, and not being sure what video to do next and running out of ideas. And the easy thing to do, if I'm honest with you guys, is reviewing camera gear. Because if it's something you could see yourself using, or something that's just cool, like, you know, an awesome cinema rig setup from Small Rig, you can talk about that. You can talk about what you like, what you don't like, how you would use it, the things that actually helps you with, the things that maybe aren't so great or whatever. Or I already said that, didn't I? Things you like and don't like. Yeah, I did. In a way, it's easy content. Like, it's still a lot of work, because I also care about my content. I want it to be better than just me sitting at a desk and yapping. I do these videos on the rare occasion just to kind of give you guys some insight, a little life update, a little channel update, but these aren't like my main videos. I slot these in alongside my other videos just for updates and vibes, honestly. You may be wondering why I'm not using like a D-tap to the monitor. I actually do have an extension, like a D-tap to multiple D-taps, but for one, it's somewhere else. And two, the cable that goes to D-tap to monitor is also somewhere else, and it doesn't have a locking, screwing thread piece bit, so there's no point. It's fine. I'll just use that would be a lot better though. But anyway, this is a cool setup. All on one handle, like, and then the base plate goes straight onto the Tribex. The monitor handle records. I'm giving too much away. You're gonna have to wait for that video. But yeah, I think it kind of can make you not as excited to create stuff, because for me, I want to get into creating denser videos. And what I mean by that is like a project that maybe takes maybe more than a week to make, in the sense that, you know, organizing various pieces, various people, and bringing those aspects of a production together to create something that's cooler than me just going out and shooting like street videography stuff. And I don't think there's anything wrong with that. I think there's always going to be a place and a need for it, because it's straightforward and it can help you get the point across of how a lens looks or how a gimbal performs and stuff. But at the same time, like, I do want to shoot more interesting things like BMX bikers, or I've got in a video coming out later on, I've shot some stuff with some athletes in a gym, like professional, like competitive bodybuilders and stuff, and kind of channeling my inner Kofi Yaboa. And I hope I got your last name's pronunciation right, bro. And and then as well, like, I want to do some stuff with some Olympic lifting athletes, which I'm scheduling in, as well as some other stuff. You know, I've got ideas. It's just finding the people. And I think that's my way of keeping all of this exciting, because the truth of it is, right, without being too repetitive, I can make multiple videos about the same thing. I can make, like, I mean, I've done that. Like, the proof is in the pudding with my S9. I've made like, I want to say 10, but I don't think it's literally 10, but I've made like close to 10 videos about my S9. Oh, actually, it might be more. You know, you do that just by talking about different aspects of it, how it would affect you in this way versus this way, and it's all valid. And to, you know, then you make your big review videos that are like, after a whole year with the camera, is it worth it? For people who are just now thinking about getting the S9, which is a lot more people than one thinks when you're going about making these videos. There's something, oh, okay, so you need tightening. There we go. And then what is up with this? Is this the wrong cable? I don't know. Anyway, yeah, this is a cool setup. Not exactly light, but it's cool. I lift. And then on top of that, I think it's very easy for creators to forget how easy it is to just email the marketing team for whatever company. Yeah, they may not get back to you. I have emailed loads of companies more than once to see if they'll send me something so I can make a video about it, just because, for one, it would be cool if I was able to keep that piece of gear, but even just borrowing it and giving it back, it would be cool to make content, to not only just for the fun of making content, but to also show you guys like something that's interesting, something that might help you. And I've got a couple of things in the works, but if that goes the way I want, these two things together will be so sick to have and make content about. And like, it's still in the L Mount universe and such, so that is pretty damn cool. And it would also allow me to use something that I got for my birthday last year. If you know, you know, if you saw the YouTube post last year. Why am I being so mysterious? I got the Mofage Poco L to PL mount adapter that has a variable ND filter inside, which is so freaking cool. But yeah, anyway, I haven't had a chance to test out yet because I don't have the lenses. So I guess that's kind of the rambling, is things have kind of changed, and that's cool. It's normal, right? And as a creator, as a business owner as well, because it's kind of the same advice for both, you have to adapt to what is changing, or you fall behind and you die. And if you want to be successful, then you just need to adapt. And it's also part of why I've been posting so many shorts. And I just want to say thank you to everybody who's been watching and supporting and subscribing and liking all the shorts and stuff as well, because that has doubled the viewership of my channel, which is insane. Like, I never wanted to do short form content because I felt the long form content was more rewarding, was more fun. And as a filmmaker as well, I was very resistant to doing portrait stuff. But doing the vertical stuff now, the portrait videos, as well as the horizontal, and obviously taking advantage of the open gate capabilities that my Lumix cameras have, which makes it easier to do, it's been beneficial. And I guess with short form as well, even though there are creators who put so much work into it, I forgot that some short form videos can also be very, very simple. You know, a single clip of a simple moment, and that can do pretty well. And it's something to kind of feed the machine, you know, if you know the expression from that old Peter McKinnon video, but it's true. And then having the weekly YouTube videos, I feel like it's a good balance. The idea for me is like 3 shorts a week, and that goes on Instagram and TikTok as well. And then I have the 1 long form per week as well. So, and I do try to keep minimum, so far I've been maintaining is like 2 weeks in advance. But my ideal videos in advance is like 3 months ahead. I want to get so far ahead that I don't have to even worry about it. And then like when something that is more urgent pops up, like a sponsor, and they're like, you have to do it in a month, which is the case with the small rig video stuff, by the way, then I can just slow that in. And then for that week, you get 2 videos. It's not a big deal. Or I can push the one that was there back. So there's still that 1 video a week. So there's still that 1 video a week schedule. In other news, I did just want to say one more time, an enormous thank you for 5,000 subscribers. I'm gonna do something a bit more than just me saying thanks like this, but honestly, like, I couldn't not say it in this video. 5,000 people have chosen to subscribe to my channel, to enjoy my content and watch it, and that just, you know, that means the world. I was like refreshing YouTube Studio when I was at 4,900, and it was crazy. It was mad to see it actually hit 5,000 and then stay there and then surpass it. So honestly, guys, everybody, thank you very, very much. I really do appreciate you and all the support that you've shown me over the years, and getting the channel to here. We're only going up from here, and I'm just excited to see where this YouTube channel takes me and what more I can do to create interesting content for you guys. Which I guess if you do have any requests, let me know in the comments below, and you know, I'll get round to it if I'm able to make that happen. I don't have access to every single lens in the world yet, but hopefully more brands do start sending me stuff, or do reach out to me, or get back to my emails, and I can make those videos happen. Mikey, I'm looking at you. No, I'm not throwing any shade. It's just funny to say. But yeah, thank you guys, and see you in the next one.